Good evening, my friends. Today, I want us to explore a truth that many of us know, but few of us are willing to confront. There are moments in life when people intentionally hurt you. They may have done it to protect their own insecurities, to suppress your potential, or simply because they didn't want to see you rise. But here's the good news: you're still standing. And not just standing, you're here, ready to rise above it all. When someone intentionally hurts you, the first instinct is often to ask, why? Why would they do this? What did I do to deserve this? These questions can loop endlessly in your mind, leaving you trapped in a cycle of overthinking and self-doubt. But here's the truth: their actions were never really about you. People often project their own fears, insecurities, and limitations onto others, especially those they perceive as capable of greatness. Maybe they saw something in you that reminded them of what they lack: a talent they don't have, a confidence they've never felt, or a potential they were too afraid to pursue. Their damage may have been an attempt to clip your wings, to dim your light so their own shadows wouldn't seem so large. It's easier for some people to tear others down than to build themselves up. That's not a reflection of your worth, it's a reflection of their own brokenness. Understanding this doesn't mean you need to excuse their behavior. It doesn't mean you have to say, it's okay, what they did was not okay. But understanding their motive allows you to detach emotionally from their actions. You begin to see that the problem lies within them, not you. It's like standing in a storm and realizing that the rain isn't personal, it's just weather. And just like the rain, their actions don't have to soak into your soul. Now, here's the critical part: don't dwell on their motives for too long. Trying to analyze every detail of why they acted the way they did will only drain your energy and keep you stuck. The more time you spend unpacking their actions, the more space you give them in your mind. And frankly, they don't deserve that kind of power over you. Instead, shift your focus. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow stronger? Because while you can't control what others do, you can always control how you respond. By choosing not to dwell on their motives, you reclaim your energy. You take back the power they tried to steal from you. Think about it this way: every moment you spend analyzing their intentions is a moment you could spend building your future. Every ounce of energy you give to their actions is energy you could invest in your healing, your growth, and your dreams. So acknowledge their motive, yes, see it for what it is, but then let it go. Don't let their brokenness become the lens through which you see yourself. When you refuse to dwell on their motives, you do something extraordinary. You release yourself from their grasp. You rise above their intentions. And in doing so, you make it clear that their attempt to damage you has failed. You're not their victim. You're your own victor. Life has a way of handing us challenges, and sometimes those challenges come in the form of people who intentionally seek to harm us. Maybe they spoke words that cut deep, actions that broke your trust, or decisions that disrupted your peace. These experiences can leave a mark. There's no denying that. But let me tell you something important: you are not the sum of what happened to you. You are not defined by the damage others inflicted upon you. It's tempting to let the hurt settle into your identity. You may look at yourself and think, I'm broken, I'm damaged, I'm unworthy. But those are lies that pain whispers to you in its darkest moments. The truth is, the damage may have shaped parts of your journey, but it does not determine your destination. It may have scarred you, but it did not stop you. Think of a scar. What is it really? A scar is a sign of healing. It's proof that something tried to hurt you, but it couldn't defeat you. Scars don't signify weakness, they signify survival. They are a testament to your resilience, your strength, and your ability to overcome. So instead of seeing yourself as damaged, see yourself as someone who has endured, someone who has grown through adversity. But I know this is easier said than done. The pain can feel overwhelming, and it's easy to let it consume you. That's why you must be intentional about what you tell yourself. Your thoughts are powerful. If you keep replaying the hurt and reliving the damage, you anchor yourself to that pain. Instead, start speaking life over yourself. Replace the narrative of defeat with a narrative of triumph. Say to yourself, I am not my pain. I am stronger because of it. You see, damage is only permanent if you let it be. If you allow yourself to believe that what they did to you is the end of your story, then you're letting them win. But if you choose to rise, to move forward, to rebuild, then you're proving that no one has the power to define you but you. Here's something else to remember: some of the greatest transformations come from the deepest wounds. Diamonds are created under pressure. Steel is forged in fire. And some of the strongest people you'll ever meet are those who turn their pain into purpose. What if this damage is not the end of your story, but the beginning of a new chapter? What if it's the catalyst that pushes you to discover your true strength, to unlock your greatest potential? The world is full of people who let their pain define them, but you don't have to be one of them. Instead, let the damage refine you. Let it teach you lessons about perseverance, compassion, and courage. Let it be the foundation upon which you build something extraordinary. Remember, the damage may be a part of your story, but it is not the title of your book. You get to decide how this chapter ends. So don't let the actions of others dictate your life. Don't let their cruelty become the lens through which you see yourself. Stand tall. Reclaim your power and walk boldly into the future, knowing that you are not defined by the damage they tried to break you, but they couldn't. You are stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable than ever. The pain caused by intentional harm can feel overwhelming, like a weight pressing down on your chest. It's natural to want to retreat, to feel stuck in the aftermath of the damage. But what if I told you that the very pain meant to destroy you can be the force that transforms you? What if the damage inflicted on you could become the fuel for your greatest growth? Throughout history, some of the most inspiring stories of success and resilience come from individuals who faced extraordinary challenges. These individuals didn't just survive their struggles, they used them. They took the pain, the rejection, the betrayal, and turned it into the raw material for transformation. You have that same power within you. The first step in turning the damage into a catalyst for growth is recognizing that your pain has a purpose. The hurt you feel is not random. It can teach you lessons that no success ever could. Pain has a way of sharpening our focus, revealing our inner strength, and pushing us to seek higher ground. It challenges us to rethink our priorities, to reevaluate who we are, and to redefine what truly matters in life. Here's the truth: growth rarely happens in comfort. It's in the moments of discomfort, when you feel stretched, broken, or tested, that you discover your real potential. Think about a seed. It has to break open in the dark soil before it can grow into a towering tree. The same is true for you. The damage may feel like destruction, but in reality, it's an opportunity for you to rebuild yourself stronger and more resilient than ever before. One way to channel your pain into growth is to focus on the lessons it has taught you. What did you learn about yourself through this experience? Did you discover that you're more resilient than you thought? That you have the ability to endure and still keep going? Pain often exposes our hidden strengths, qualities like courage, perseverance, and adaptability. These are the very traits that will propel you forward in life. Another way to grow from the damage is to use it as fuel to pursue your goals with even greater determination. Think of the pain as a fire. It can either consume you or ignite you. The choice is yours. Let it push you to achieve what others thought was impossible. Let it remind you why you must keep going. Not just for yourself, but to show the world that no one's actions can derail your destiny. There's also an opportunity to channel your pain into purpose. Often, the areas where we've been hurt the most become the areas where we can help others. Think of people who have turned their personal tragedies into movements, businesses, or missions that uplift others. Your pain doesn't have to be wasted. Instead, let it drive you to make a difference in the lives of others. By doing so, you'll not only heal yourself, but also bring healing to the world. Remember that growth takes time. It's a process, not an overnight transformation. You might have days where the pain feels fresh again, where the weight of what happened feels heavy. That's okay. Growth is not about never feeling the pain. It's about refusing to let the pain define your future. It's about taking one step forward, then another, even if they're small. Each step is proof that the damage couldn't hold you back. So let the damage they inflicted become the foundation for your next level. Let it become the reason you rise, the reason you thrive, and the reason you inspire others. The harm they meant for your downfall can be the very thing that lifts you higher. The fire they tried to burn you with can be the same fire that fuels your success. You have the power to rewrite the narrative. The damage they cause is not your end, it's your rebirth. Let it be the moment where your story takes a dramatic turn, where the person they tried to break becomes the person who can never be stopped. Turn your pain into power, your hurt into healing, and your damage into destiny. That's how you grow. That's how you rise. That's how you win. Let me leave you with this. What they did to you may have been intentional, but what happens next is entirely up to you. Yes, they damaged you. Yes, they hurt you. But their actions do not have to define your life. You have a choice, a powerful, undeniable choice. You can let their betrayal, their cruelty, and their malice keep you trapped, or you can rise above it stronger and more determined than ever. Understand their motives, but don't dwell on them. Recognize that their actions came from their own insecurities and brokenness, not from your lack of worth. Refuse to let their damage become the lens through which you see yourself. You are not their victim. You are a survivor, a fighter, and someone destined for greatness. Don't let the damage define you. Remember, scars are not signs of defeat. They are symbols of survival. Each one tells a story of resilience, of strength, and of overcoming. Your story is still being written, and you have the pen in your hand. Write a narrative that reflects your power, your courage, and your ability to overcome. And finally, turn the damage into a catalyst for growth. Let it be the fire that fuels you, the foundation that strengthens you, and the spark that ignites your purpose. Use the pain not as an anchor, but as a launch pad to take you to new heights. Let your transformation become the ultimate testament to your strength and resilience. What they meant for harm can be the very thing that propels you into a life of purpose, success, and fulfillment. You are more than what happened to you. You are more than the pain they caused. You are capable of rising higher than they ever imagined. So today, make the decision to rise. Choose healing. Choose growth. Choose to become the person you were meant to be, not despite the damage, but because of it. Prove to yourself and the world that no matter what they tried to do to you, they could never destroy the fire within you. The story isn't over. In fact, this is where it truly begins.